I just did a movie with Burt Reynolds and Kathleen Turner. It's a remake of His Girl Friday, the old Cary Grant film.
After Burt's trilogy of action pictures failed miserably at the box office, it was time to try something different. So he signed on to the romantic comedy Switching Channels, replacing another iconic actor who was forced to drop off the project.
Well, I had rehearsed with Michael Caine. Yeah, I was supposed to do the film with Michael Caine. Good choice, right? Yes.
So she sort of really liked him. And I'm not really a Michael Caine type. And I replaced him because he was doing Jaws 112.
I think it was called Jaws 4.
The shark that killed Martin and Sean is following the family.
The Revenge, yeah.
This time, it's personal.
And I guess he was stuck in Jaws and couldn't get out or something.
Oh, shit!
Somebody said to me, I saw that Jaws 4.
2 Bahama Mamas, please.
They said, it stinks.
Son of a bitch!
I said, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the house it bought my mother, and it's marvelous.
Yeah. So they called me, and I rushed up there.
I'll be right there.
Come on!
And she didn't want me to be there at all.
I'm gonna kill you.
Who, me? It was just miserable.
Something's starting to stink here.
But I'm not going to tell her name because it's being polite. But I will tell the entire audience when we go to commercial who she is.
Lay knows everything about me, Sully.
I mean, even the, She didn't want me. She wanted somebody else. If I'd have been her first choice, I'd have been in the picture from the get.
Are you sure, darling?
Sure. Me, Sully, you darling. And I don't have to prove myself to Kathleen Turner. I knew what I can do comedy-wise. That wasn't a problem. It's uncomfortable in the sense that you're arriving late. That's always a problem.
Clearly, Burt struggled initially with having to step into a movie that was well into shooting, working with a cast that had already rehearsed for weeks before filming began.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable at first. I mean, it was a difficult situation, but there was a immediate camaraderie with me and a lot of the people on the show. And they saw that I have a sense of the silly, about me. So that happened real quick.
Say, do you know what she did the third time we went out?
Do we ever?
Were you concerned about working with him at all?
No, he's a pro.
Did you guys hang around together? Did you become friends?
No, we don't hang around together.
Unfortunately, Burt and Kathleen couldn't stand each other, so I had to take on the added burden of being a referee, trying to be funny while dealing with personal problems, and a tense atmosphere on the set was absolutely exhausting.
Sorry, that doesn't work anymore. I don't buy your emotional...
Hey, time out. Let's calm down here, okay?
He is so gorgeous and so tall and so swell-looking because she tells me that she wants me to meet her new husband-to-be. Bingo! John L. Sullivan IV. And, of course, you always picture in your mind that they're marrying Arnold Stang.
As soon as they see me hanging around, people start locking up their mutts.
No offense to Arnold Stang.
Just kidding.
But you hope that it's going to be some guy who's kind of small and has a funny voice and not too attractive. And you glance over and there's this fellow who looks perfect,
Hey.
So you can do a take then.
I'm sorry. She said the guy with the tick. How are you?
The problem with Men of Steel, there's never one around when you want one.
It was around this time that Christopher Reeve was looking to escape typecasting, as he would always be known best for his role as Clark Kent in Superman.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
Maybe you did one Superman too many.
Too many, to be very honest.
So?
I think so.
So Reeve was looking to play characters as far away from the Man of Steel as he could get.
Very unusual for me.
Well, it's funny. You could almost say that one's OTT, over the top.
Excuse me, sir, I've got to frisk you.
No thanks. Never mind, it's fine.
We're very far out there. I play a genuine jerk. A dyed-in-the-wool jerk.
My apartment overlooks the goddamn United Nations, and I want you to come with me right now.
What?
I'm not sure whether that was a great career move or not.
You come with me right now, you're not coming at all.
That's a treat her rough. She likes that.
The writers thought it would be funny to have Reeve's character afraid of heights. When talking to the press about switching channels, Burt singled out Reeve for praise and said that if there was any justice, he would be nominated for an Academy Award.
I'm really quite a complicated person,
Back in 1976, Burt was actually considered for the Superman role before Richard Donner decided to go with an unknown actor.
Well,
Burt may never have accepted this role if not for his financial situation. He had a horrible time working with Kathleen Turner, and they traded insults for years to come.
She was mean, and then she tried to have me fired every day.
You're not!
It was just the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
You are a ruthless, bullying asshole.
What was the crux of why you and Kathleen Turner didn't get along?
I take the fifth.
Despite their hatred for one another, somehow these professionals were able to hide this from the audience and deliver outstanding performances.
You're not going to get sentimental on me, are you?
Oh, no.
Say, you love me and that stuff?
Not unless you do.
Film is strange. Sometimes you look at films and you say, we can actually see you falling in love with that leading lady, and if they only knew the truth.
I think we should do this more often.
Yeah. Some of them were not real nice ladies. But I've been lucky. I'd say 90% of the leading ladies I've had have been sensational people and wonderful, wonderful actors. And the exceptions to the rule, I don't think you can tell when you look at the film.
I love it when you're sincere. It's completely transparent, but it's kind of charming.
It really isn't important what she thinks, you know? It's really only important what that camera thinks. And if that camera thinks the two of us are crazy about each other, then we got a movie.
Beautiful. Hard-ass creep. Was inspired. Wish we might lose our license.
Unfortunately, Turner couldn't let it go, and even after Burt's death, she was still taking shots at Burt.
What was your worst on-screen kiss?
Oh, that'd have to be Burt Reynolds.
Really? I remember that movie.
Thank God you're back. Jesus, good to see you.
That's actually the only kiss in the film. Oh, and this one.
If Burt Reynolds ran a network...
Why is there a fire on Channel 4 and we don't have it?
Or if Burt Reynolds was a publisher...
We've had some great stories, haven't we, kid?
What kind of a policy would you have about celebrity profiles?
You're really gonna film a man dying?
This is a 24-hour news station. This is not the Cosby Show.
What you would let them do and not do?
I need you.
The reporters.
I certainly wouldn't say that everything's fair.
10 minutes there!
I mean, you can't go after everybody.
Get down there and interview that woman!
Me?
Don't you want the story?
Yes, come on, guys!
Tell them the story!
Switching Channels was directed by Ted Kotcheff, best known for classics like First Blood, Weekend at Bernie's, and Uncommon Valor.
Hey!
Joining Burt once again was his friend Ned Beatty.
Even if this man lives, who cares?
Switching Channels was also the big screen reunion between Christopher Reeve and Ned Beatty, who starred in the first two Superman movies together.
Otis, take the gentleman's cape. I don't think he wants me to, Mr. Luthor.
Henry Gibson.
I did it for revenge and nothing more. Maybe I'm getting what I deserve.
Gibson would go on to appear with Burt in an episode of Evening Shade.
You don't get here very often, do you?
No, not at all.
As John L. Sullivan IV, Burt got the role once played by Cary Grant in His Girl Friday.
I didn't even try to make a remake. And first of all, I didn't have time to think about... If I had to think about Cary Grant, I probably wouldn't have done the picture.
Isn't important? Listen, Louie, you're the best friend I got.
I like you too, boss.
All right, then don't fail me. Get enough people to move that desk. Now, come on, I'm relying on you.
You know me, boss. The shirt off my back.
Okay, don't bump into anything.
It derives first from the old Heck MacArthur play, The Front Page, and then that went to His Girl Friday, and then now to the remake. And what it really is an homage to the whole business.
I'll keep you informed.
And that once they've been attracted to the grease paint, the glamour, the excitement, that they can't give it up. So it's the love affair really is between Kathleen Turner and journalism. And it's also a farce rather than a drama.
What? Roscoe's behind bars. What do you want to do with Ludlow?
Keep that little champion there. No food, no water.
Got it.
My version was a little rougher around the edges, and I made the guy sort of different. And I don't have 1 second of worrying about being compared to Mr. Grant in this picture, because it's not anywhere like him.
It's the state's attorney's word against an Ampex tape, which I went on television in 15 minutes.
Switching Channels looks good. In fact, the word of mouth, and it's so good, I wish they wouldn't release the picture. I just like to walk around and hear about how good it is.
An early screening of the film received an 85% rating of good to excellent. So expectations were pretty high when the movie opened in March of 1988.
Maybe if this picture is successful, I'll get some more offers like this.
See if we made the news.
Yeah. It's time for a Siskel and Ebert Burt Reynolds shitty film review.
I thought that the Christopher Reeve character was funny for maybe 2 minutes, and then he became sort of a crushing bore. In addition, I didn't find much chemistry going on between Reynolds and Turner. I did not believe for any moment that they were lovers.
You did it.
It's put together like clockwork, and it always delivers the last. I like the way switching channels preserved the satirical style of the original, which painted reporters as absolute cynics who would do anything to get a story. The dialogue moves like a horse race in this movie, and Turner and Reynolds stand toe-to-toe, blistering each other with their one-liners, while Reeve has lots of fun with the role of the millionaire would-be husband. I laughed a lot during this movie.
Just watching these characters, I didn't buy them as people. The casting to me just seemed off.
And that's the end of this Glenn Ebert, Burt Reynolds shitty film review.
Critics are calling his comedic performance vintage Reynolds.
If that dildo ever shows up here again, I want you to search every orifice in his body.
Yes, sir.
He gets to show off that wise guy humor that made him a star.
Look great with my jodhpurs, don't you think, Christy?
Oh, do you ride?
Only at night.
This picture proves Burt is back.
Congratulations, Roy, you just killed the copy machine.
Despite Burt being praised, reviews were mostly negative, and unfortunately for switching channels, the James L. Brooks film Broadcast News, which was nominated for 7 Oscars, opened 2 months before.
15 seconds.
Stand by, please.
There was like a rhythm we got into. It was like great sex.
Is it anything like Broadcast News?
No, actually, I don't think so. I think it's a lot funnier.
Hit him with a hammer and ship the whole shebang back as damaged goods.
I would like very much for the picture to be a success because I'd like to do films that I'm proud of, and I'd like the people that want to see me in comedy be able to go and see me in more comedy. So for all those reasons, I hope it's successful. If it isn't successful, I know it's a good picture. I know it's really good.
Switching Channels did better than Burt's last 3 efforts, earning more in its opening weekend than Heat, Malone, and Rent-A-Cop did in their entire theatrical run. But it still didn't find much of an audience.
But this picture won't get pinned on him. Everyone knows it's not his movie, and they love his performance.
The answer is you cannot remake a classic.
Coming so soon after the debacle of Superman 4, it marked the end of my 9-year run as an above-the-line movie star.
To millions of fans all over the world, Christopher Reeve would always be their Superman. But sadly, in 1995, he was paralyzed from the neck down as a result of being thrown from his horse during an equestrian competition. After years of painful rehab and recovery, Reeve died in 2004. Though Burt felt the failure of the last 4 movies cost him the role of the ex-athlete turned high school football coach played by Nick Nolte in The Prince of Tides, Switching Channels producer Martin Razanoff was so pleased with Burt's work on the film that he offered him a role in his next theatrical picture, Smoke. It was rumored that Burt had to turn down the role of John McClane in Die Hard when scheduling conflicts had him unavailable to star in that blockbuster hit.
Who knew?
No, I don't regret turning down anything Bruce Willis took.
Is he making dumb choices in the scripts he picks, or is he just unlucky lately?
You know, it's hard to tell. In the first place, I think we'd all be surprised that he hasn't been getting offered the amount of scripts that you'd think he would.
I want everybody to understand this. I don't expect to come back and ever get back to where I was before. I expect to come back and do some good work and be a working actor again, which is all I ever wanted in the first place, to have a lot of fun and be working actors and get better at our craft.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified about new videos and original Burt Reynolds content right here on the Gator McKlusky channel.